G'day mates, this is Jordan and today I am excited to bring you a tutorial on how to create a website from scratch for just $1.18. This will be applicable to any type of website that you're looking to build, whether it's for your business, your personal brand, your affiliate marketing business, your online business. We're going to cover all of those things step by step, in depth, exactly what you need to do to get your website up and running on the internet so you can start making some money. Here we are inside my computer. What you are seeing right now is an example of what I'm going to show you how to build today. This is a simple website that I've built that looks very professional, focused around self-improvement and development. Now, if you're looking to build any kind of business, even if it's not about self-development or improvement, that's totally okay. I'm going to teach you the tactics, the skills, and the techniques to build a website just like this. So what we have here is a simple homepage I'm going to show you how to build with a hero header, and then also a blog page which will have a bunch of my articles that I have written myself, and then an about me section talking a little bit about me, or in your case, maybe building a business, have a little bit of a story about your business, and also a contact section. Now, I have been building websites for quite a few years now, and one other thing that I'm working on right now that we won't dive in too much today is this professional website. This is built a little bit differently to what we're doing today, but if you are interested in getting a website built like this, then please message or leave a comment below, and I would be happy to make a video showing you how to make a website this way. But without further ado, let's go into how we're going to set up your website for your business. Okay guys, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to get a domain name. A domain name is simply a URL that will link to our website. So for example, here in Google, this is the domain name, google.com. So we're going to go and search for a domain name that fits with your business and see if it's available. Now in the description, I have a link where you can get a domain name for just 99 cents, which is really cheap because usually it's about $12 to $15 a year, but you can get it for 99 cents in the description. So click the link below and I will see you in the next part. Okay, so once you've clicked the link in the description, you'll be brought to a page that looks something like this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to find a domain name that is available because a lot of them are taken. So we've got to make sure that the one we want is available. So for this example, what I'm going to do is simply just use Pitbull Dog Store. We're going to see if this is available. So we're going to search that. And it looks like this domain name is available right now. So some of you, if you don't know what domain name to make for your business, you want to make it simple and to the point. If you're building a business that's focused around pit bulls, then obviously you'd want to have pit bulls in your domain name because it's a keyword. And having keywords in your domain name for your business is really crucial in ranking in Google. So if you're doing it for, let's try and search for just pitbull.com. All right, so it looks like pitbull.com is taken. Obviously, that's a very common or easy name to get taken, so not surprised there. And then what it does in GoDaddy, it gives you some suggestions. These suggestions are pretty bad. wholetaurus.com, not really something that we want. So if you are searching for a domain name and the one you want isn't available, you just have to do some tweaking. Now the best way to find out what's working for you and what isn't is just keep searching. So let's just say we want to do Pitbull Store. Let's see if that's available. So it looks like it's also taken. So that's why. So once you've clicked the link in the description, it'll bring you to a page that looks like this. And what we'll want to do now is we want to search for a domain name that is available. Because what you'll find is that there's a lot of domain names on the internet. So we got to find something that's available to you and fits for your specific business. Whether you have a retail business, you're doing affiliate marketing, maybe you're building a personal brand, or you have a physical location business, you have to figure out what domain names are available out there. So what we're going to do for an example is we're going to say that we're creating a Pitbull store online. So the first thing that I would love to have as a domain is simply pitbull.com. That would be great, right? So let's see if this is available. So it looks like pitbull.com is taken. That's unfortunate. So we got to think of ways that we can be creative with incorporating keywords into our domain name, because when you can do that for your business, it actually helps you rank in Google if you have keywords for your type of business. So let's say pitbull.com is taken. That's not a problem. Let's say we're selling Pitbull products. So let's try and put in Pitbull store. Oh, looks like Pitbull store is also taken, which is unfortunate. So maybe what we'll do is we will add in Pitbull dog store. Okay, it looks like Pitbull dog store is available. So as you can see, the development of trying to find a domain name, you have to be a little bit creative, and maybe it takes some brainstorming. Maybe you're trying to build a business around luxury related things. Then go and use the thesaurus. The thesaurus really helps you come up with other words that mean the same thing that may fit with your niche or your website. So just get creative with it, think about it, write things down, and just test these domain names here. And if you need to, you can pause the video, start making a list, and then start testing these ideas in GoDaddy to see what's available. Okay, so once you've found a domain name that's available, what we're going to do is we're simply going to click Add to Cart. Then we're going to go Continue to Cart. We're going to go No thanks, no thanks, no thanks. Continue with these options. And then what it's going to do is bring it to a checkout page. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw up on the screen a screenshot of the offer that I provided through the description, because on here I've actually already used my 99-cent domain name. So for you, what it's going to show is 99 cents with a 17 cents from ICANN, which is just a tax that they add on to it when purchasing a domain name. So what you'll see here is your domain name you should be checking out for $1.17. So once you're ready for that, you want to make sure your term is set just to 1 year, and then nothing else is selected. And then all you have to do is click Proceed to Cart and purchase your product, set up an account with GoDaddy, and you will be all set. Okay, so once you've purchased your domain name, you may be on a screen just like this. If you are not seeing this screen, what I'll suggest is simply going up to here in the top right-hand corner, going down to here, clicking on My Products, and then what it will show you is all your domain names right here. So what we're going to do is, now that we have our domain name, we have the place where our website's going to be. In order for our website to actually go live on the internet, you have to have a hosting platform to run your domain name through the hosting service to your website. So we're going to go into step 2 of setting up your own website from scratch. As you can see here, I have a lot of domains that I use, and what I would suggest is just double checking that your domain name is here. And what we're going to be using today is this one, jordankilgour.com, to set up our personal brand website. Now, if you're building a website for a business, for affiliate marketing, for e-commerce, whatever it may be, don't worry, because these techniques and skills are going to show you exactly what you need to do to set up your specific type of website. Okay, so now we've completed step 1, we're going to move on to step 2 now in getting our hosting service ready. Now what I suggest, in the description, I have a link for getting your hosting service for just 1 cent for the first month of hosting. So if you click the link in the description where I have 1 cent hosting, then you'll be able to navigate to the page where I'm going to show you exactly how to set up your hosting service for your website. If you have clicked the link down the description where it says 1 penny offer, you'll be brought to this page where you'll be able to get your hosting for the first month for 1 cent. So what we're going to do is just click Start Your Site Now. And what it's going to have us do is just fill out some information about ourselves and also enter our domain name. Now the domain name that I'm going to be using to set up this website is jordankilgour.com. And then when you've done that, we know we've already purchased our domain name that we got from GoDaddy. All you want to do is click I already own this domain and it will verify it. Then what you want to do is scroll down. It's already selected your hosting plan for you for 1 cent a month. Enter your username and a password or a PIN. And then come down here and just enter in all of your billing info where HostGator will be able to get you your hosting for your website. And this will be the second step of the process. Make sure when you come down to additional services, you untick these two things and you'll be able to scroll down, see your offer in there for 1 cent, and you'll be able to agree to these terms and click checkout now. I know a lot of you probably didn't keep up with that, so pause the video here, fill out this information, go through it and click checkout now, where we will go to the next step of the process. This step is fairly easy, so don't worry too much about getting this filled in. I'm going to show you the next steps that we need to take to get our website live on the internet. Okay guys, so once you have done that and gotten your 1 cent hosting service, we are almost there to getting ready to set up our website and design it the way that we want it to. Now, this is probably what you're going to be looking at. You're going to see your package status with your domain name. And then what we're going to do is we're going to navigate over to hosting. And the next step of the process is going to be installing WordPress. WordPress is the #1 biggest platform for building a website on. The benefits are is that it doesn't cost you anything, it's easy to set up, and it's very user-friendly, and it helps with SEO. And SEO is simply a way that you can rank your site in Google for certain articles, certain keywords, and I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. But just know that WordPress is the #1 used website platform for setting up a professional website that will last the long term. Other websites out there, such as web builders, Wix, and Squarespace, aren't the best for SEO and for ranking in Google. So this is a better way to do it. And if you ever wanted to improve it in the future and pay someone else to do a complete redesign of it, WordPress is the way to go. So with that being said, we need to install WordPress through our hosting platform. So what we're going to do is we're going to navigate to hosting. We're going to scroll down, and in the special offers section, we're going to see WordPress one-click installation. So we're going to click on that, and it's going to take us to a page where we're going to install WordPress for the domain name that we have connected through the hosting service. Now I know there's a lot going on right now, so if you guys have any questions or you don't know what you're doing or it's hard to understand, leave a question in the comments. I'd be more than happy to get back to you and help you get your website set up. So it's going to bring you to a page just like this. And now that we've purchased our domain name and it's within HostGator, we just have to go and select our domain, which will be listed here, and we'll just have to click Next. Now, this section is very, very important. What we're going to do here is install WordPress. And I want you to take note, either on your phone or type in your computer or even on a piece of paper. Collect all this information that you're just about to put in, because this is going to be the login details for your WordPress site so you can customize it and make it the way that you want. So the blog title, not really a big deal. You can call it your business name or your name or whatever business you're building. Type in here, I'm just going to put Jordan Kilgour, admin user. This username is the username to log in to your WordPress site. So make it something that you can remember. So I'm just going to make it Jordan Kilgour with no spaces. Type in my first and last name. All you have to do here is just fill in an email, make sure you select the terms and service agreement, and then click install. Now, once you have gone through and set up your WordPress with your site, what it will bring up for you, I'm going to throw a screenshot up here of what it should look like. And you want to screenshot or write down your username and password for your WordPress login. Now, the reason I don't have it on my screen is because I already did it. So this screenshot will help you see exactly what you need to take note of, because this is so important so you can access your website. So once you've done that, all you want to do is navigate to clicking on the icon in the corner, and it'll bring you to this page. If you didn't get to this page, what you'll want to do is go back to your HostGator platform, okay? And that's if you didn't get on this page, because the next thing we're going to do is going to be on this page. Go back to here, navigate to hosting, and then scroll down, and you'll want to click on File Manager, and it's going to bring you to a bunch of stuff here. Don't touch any of this stuff here, and then navigate to the icon in the corner that says cPanel or CP, and then you'll be brought to this same screen. So hopefully that was able to get you here on this page. And what we're going to do now is we've got to allow our domain name and our hosting service to be connected, to create a network with each other, because there's these things called a name server. And a name server is simply a server that your domain name runs off. So in order for something to go live on the internet, it has to be running from something. And what's running the domain name and the website is our HostGator platform. But when you originally buy your GoDaddy domain name, it's not running through HostGator. So we've got to change that. So what we want to do is simply on this page, scroll down, and on the right-hand side, you're going to see in general information, your primary name server right here. And what you're going to want to do is copy and paste your primary and secondary name server into your GoDaddy account. So if you still have your GoDaddy page open, we're going to go back over to that right here where we were. And if you're not here, then simply log into GoDaddy again and navigate from here when you log in to My Products. And then once you've done that, you should see all your domain names. And you can pause the video here if you're not caught up just yet. What we're going to do is scroll down to the domain name we're going to use. Now this is a little bit of a technical thing, so if you follow me exactly how I'm doing it, you will have no issues at all. So the domain name we're using is jordankilgour.com. We want this to be directed towards HostGator. So we want to go into here and click Manage. Once we click Manage on the domain name that we are using for our website, we want to scroll down and go to a link that says Manage DNS. And DNS, what it stands for is Domain Name Service. So we've got to change the name servers right here to HostGator. So what we're going to do is come back over to HostGator on this page, copy our first primary name server, highlight it, click Command-C or Control-C if you're on a PC, come back over to the domain manager, click Change, and simply remove the top name server, the first one under name server, and paste the one you just copied. Okay, so now we have our first one in there. The next thing we want to do is go back over to our cPanel in HostGator and scroll down and copy the second name server. So highlight it, hit Command-C or Control-C for PC, come back to here, go to the second line of the name server, highlight it, and click Paste, or Command-V is how you paste, or Control-V on a PC. Once you've done that, all you have to do is click Save. and we're done. So now what we've done is we have set up HostGator with the domain name that we have purchased, and we have also installed WordPress for HostGator. So now what we can do is we can jump into our WordPress site and start creating our website. So let's jump right into that. Okay, so now we have officially set up everything we need to finally get into our website and start customizing it the way that we want to. The best way to get to your website, and this is something that you want to write down because I use this all the time. Now to get into the back end of your website so you can actually customize it, because right now if you go and search your domain name, your website's not going to show anything. So we've got to add a theme to our website and add some content so that people can have an experience when they come to see our business. So what we're going to type in is our domain name that we purchased. So mine is jordankilgour.com, and simply type /WP, which stands for WordPress, -admin, and click enter. And what it's going to do is bring you to this page. So what you're going to do is type in the username that you created when you set up and installed WordPress through HostGator. So when you were over here and you set it up and wrote it down and took a screenshot, it's going to be a weird password. HostGator makes one for you and you can change that later, but it'll be a bunch of capital letters and little letters and numbers. That's going to be your password. Your username is going to be the one that you created for your admin user. So go ahead and type those in and then click login. Now once you log in, you're going to see a bunch of stuff and it may be overwhelming. I know when I first started using this, it was very confusing for me. So what I'm going to do is give you a simple overview of some of the most important parts of the dashboard of WordPress. So for some of you who already are familiar with WordPress, this may be redundant, but for those who don't know anything about WordPress, then bear with me because I'm going to show you some of the things that are most important for us to know. Now, don't get overwhelmed because as you use this, you'll get more familiar with the interface. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to show you some of the most important things. One being the posts. This posts tab allows you to create posts on your website. So for example, on my test website, a post would be something like this. This is a post that I created. So that's what you can do through the post section. Now the next important section is pages. Your pages section is creating a page for your website, like here we have home, blog, about me, and contact. These are 4 separate pages, and within those pages you can have posts. So for example, with my blog page, I have within there some posts, which include this one. The next most important thing is appearance. In the appearance section, what you're able to do is select a theme to put on your website. Now, thankfully, you don't have to know any code at all to make a professional website. So what you can do is go to themes and select a theme to use for your website and edit the contents. We're going to do that in just a few minutes. The other thing is customize. Customize allows you to change colors and aspects of your website for the particular theme that you have. So it's very useful in being able to see a visual of what you're actually changing. The other important thing is menus. Now menus, what they are is simply the navigation at the top. All these 4 pages, it's called a menu. So this is the primary menu of my site. So if you want to change a site and display pages up here, you have to edit the menus in the appearance section, and we'll get into that after we get our theme. The next thing is plugins. Plugins are very important for helping you add different aspects onto your website. We're not going to get too much into that because we're just going to go into the basic website and creating something professional without going too advanced. The other thing here is settings. Now, general settings, you can change some really easy things about your website. Let me show you here. So the site title you can change, which is what we use when we set it up through HostGator. You have a tagline, you have your WordPress URL, an email address that you created, and some other general settings. So those are the main things that you want to utilize when you're setting up your website. So what we're going to do is we're going to install a theme that we can use to create a professional website. So let's navigate to Appearance and Themes. Now there's tons and tons of themes that you can get. And you can get paid themes as well as free themes. And today we're going to use a free theme that's very professional that you can use to represent your business or your brand, or even your affiliate site. I have a theme on my site that I use that's more advanced that I paid for. And if you're looking at getting paid themes, I can make a separate video on some of the best paid themes that I've used for my clients and for myself and how to use those themes. So let me know in the comments or in the comments below if you want to see a video like that. And what I'm going to do is there's lots of different themes you can use, and you can go ahead and use whatever free theme you would like, but in this tutorial I'll be going using a certain theme, so the best way that you'll have success with setting it up is using the same theme, but a lot of the concepts and the things that we go through in setting up the theme that I'm going to use will be applicable in setting up a different theme. So what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down, and you may not have themes here already, but we want to click on Add New Theme, and then simply search. Actually, before we do that, I'm just going to show you a little bit of the themes. So all these themes here that are featured are mostly free. You'll find that when you click on them, you'll be able to see if they're actually a paid theme, but there's lots of beautiful themes that you can pick from, so many different styles. You can also click on popular, see what a lot of other people are using. So as you can see, there's lots of different styled themes. You can go through, find what's going to suit best for your business, because everyone's business is different, and I know everyone wants kind of a different look to their website. So what we're going to use is this one right here, the Ocean WP. It looks very similar to the one we used on the site that I showed you in the beginning of this video. We're going to use this, and I've already installed it, but all you have to do is click Install, like that. And then once it's installed, it'll ask you to save and activate or activate it, and all you have to do is click Activate. So let's do that, and what we're going to do is we're going to get into customizing this theme the way that we want it to. So the first thing we're going to do is on this page, all we're going to hit is Customize. And this is exactly the same as going through Appearance, scrolling down to Customize. It does exactly the same thing. This is going to enable us to edit the theme. Now there obviously is some parameters in which you can edit or change things in the theme because it is a preset theme, but usually with themes they have a lot of customization, so you don't need to worry about it. Alright, so this is our page right here. We haven't done much editing to it. I've just created a basic page, which I'll show you how to do later on this home page, but there's really nothing here because we don't have any content. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go through these, and what I highly suggest, if you're not using this theme, just go through and have a look at what these things do and edit them and change things around to see what it affects on your website. That's the best way to learn. Obviously you can follow exactly what to do, but you're always going to be making a website that's a little bit different to what I'm showing you. But with that being said, let's jump right in here to site identity. What this is going to do is just a title and a tagline. You can display this on your site or take it away. We're going to just keep it there for now. And then a site icon. So what a site icon is, or commonly known as a favicon, you can upload an image. Let's just say it's my logo here. Let's move me over here for a second. Select that and crop image. And what it's going to do is all these icons up here, you see how this just changed? This is now my favicon or my site icon. So when people come to my site, they're going to see that logo. So that's pretty cool. All right, so let's jump out of here and we're going to go to colors. So this is going to be able to customize some of the colors that we have. This is the header text color, and we're not going to make any changes to that right now. You can come into menus, and don't worry, that's not the only colors you can change with this theme. Come into menus, and what we want to do is we want to create a menu up here, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to create some pages for our site, and then we'll come back to the customizing section and we'll continue from there. So we need to create pages for our navigation up here, and then even some blog posts too, but we'll get to that later on. So let's exit out of here, leave. I should have said that, but we can go and make those changes in just a moment. We're going to go to pages. And I already have a few pages that I've created here. I have a blog page, a contact us, and then this is my home page. I've called it, do you want to create a business around what you're passionate about? And then my story page. So this is all part of what I want in my menu. So you guys can go ahead and create pages by simply scrolling up, and next to the title pages, click Add New. And some of them, the themes already come preset with certain pages, so you're more than happy to use those, but if you want to add additional ones or different ones, then you can just add a page here. So let's say we want to make another contact page, so let's just put contact, and then you can put in any text here or anything. We're not going to do any changes, we're just going to simply hit publish. And it's really that easy. All you have to do is add new, add a title in, and the page has been created. So if we click back to pages right here on the left hand side, then what we're going to see is now we have another page called contact. So we can add this to our menu if we would like to. So you can pause the video here to create your pages, or if you already have your existing ones that you want to connect, go ahead and use those. But now what we're going to do is, in order for our pages here to be displayed in our menu, we have to edit the menu. So what we're going to do is what I showed you when we first came into WordPress, is come down to Appearance and scroll down to Menus. This is where we're going to connect the pages to the menus we want to display. So over here you can see I have a primary menu, and the menu structure that I've created here is 3 separate pages. You won't be seeing any pages here at all. You may be seeing some from the template, but all you have to do, if you want to, right now my menu structure is set. I have a blog, my story, and contact me. So if I wanted to add the contact page that I just used, I simply have to select it over here on the left hand side and click Add to Menu. Once that's done, it now adds a menu, or adds this item into the menu. So this menu is named Primary Menu. So when we go to select the type of menu we want to use, in the Customize section, we can select the primary menu. So we're not going to use this page in our menu, but that is how you add a page to the menu. Once you are done adding your menu, go up to the right here and click Save Menu. So we're going to delete this page, remove it, and then we're going to jump right back over to customizing our site. We can do that by simply navigating to Appearance and click Customize. Once we are here again, what we're going to do is we're going to add the menus that we just created into our site. I'm going to go back in here and edit the icon, upload the icon we just used, and use that there. Now we want to navigate to menus, and we want to select and go in and select primary menu. All you'll have to do here is just simply go to menu locations, and what we want to display is our primary menu in the top bar of our website up here. So what we're going to do is go to top bar, select primary menu, and it's going to display up the very top, as you can see right here. Now this is another section. We didn't really want to add it into here. We want to add it right next to our name right here, or our business. So we're going to go back to the main section, put it in primary menu. Let's see what that does. Okay, that's looking a little better. We've got it here in line with our logo or the business name right there. And we're also going to add it into our footer and on mobile. And then all we're going to do is simply click Save and Publish. So now it's going to save the changes we just made. We're going to come back, and now that we've got our menu, we've got to change the way that this front page looks because it doesn't look like very much. So when you're creating a website, the biggest important factors to keep in mind is that when you're navigating these customization options, you want to look for the header, you want to look for the front page, the home page, anything of those types of words. That's how you get in and edit those things. So in this case, for this theme, in the header section is where you add and change things for the home page. So we're going to come in here and go to General, and we're going to change up the way that the header looks. And the header is just simply this section up here where we have our navigation. So we're going to change it to a transparent right there. And then we're going to change the height of it to, let's mess with that when we upload a picture. But that's going to be the size of your header. And we're going to leave that the same, that the same. We're going to leave all that the same for now. We're going to jump back. All right, so we're going to go to header media because this is where we're going to upload like a home picture or page on the home page or a picture. So we're going to go ahead and for the current header, we're going to add new image. And I'm just going to use this as my header image. And before we go and do that, I know a lot of you may not be sure exactly what to use for these images. And if you don't have your images already, I highly suggest going to this site, pexels.com. Pexels.com is a free photo site where you can literally search anything you want. Let's say you want to do a travel website, you can search travel, and it has some of the best quality pictures that I have seen on the internet that are free. So you can go through here and use any of these for your website and search keywords related to that. So if any of you are stuck for pictures, come here, use these, they're copyright free. So that is a small little tip there. So let's jump back over to our site. We're going to use this image and we're going to skip cropping. And this image is going to display in our header section. So as you can see, it's in the background of our navigation, but you can't see the image. So we've got to change some things around. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down here to position. We're going to leave that as default. Change this to scroll, no repeat, and cover. We're going to go back. And what I suggest with all those options is just play around with them when we make this next edit, because then you can figure out exactly what you want to do. So you want to navigate through General again, and you want to change the height of this picture in pixels. So we want to make it somewhere around here. Actually, this isn't what we change. We leave that right there because we want a small menu. We want to change the padding of the menu. So we're going to go here, and padding is simply kind of like a barrier between two different elements. And if you increase the padding, just say we want to increase the bottom padding of the header, which is this part right here, it's going to display more of the picture. So let me show you. So if we do 100 pixels, it's going to show more of the header. So we want to show that picture. So we're going to push it out to, let's say, 700. There we go. So you can see here, now you're able to actually see the picture. And what we're going to do is click Save and Publish. And now that we can see more of this screen, we've got to edit some of these things. Like, I can't really see the text here. It's a little small. I'm not sure if I think it's a little too close to the top here, so we need to change that. So we're going to go back over to the header. Whoop. We're actually going to change the height. So where we just were, we're going to increase this just a little bit, like that right there. Okay, so let's come back here. So we're going to go and add in our menu. We're going to change some of the colors here because we can't really see these navigation links. So we're going to change the link color. We're going to make it white. So now we can see the headings here like this. And let's see. You can change all these colors. You can go ahead and go in there and change all the colors that you would like. Mess around, see what you like best. Maybe you have a certain brand or color theme for your business and use those. So we're going to bring the padding in just a little bit. It's going to space out the titles, as you can see. We're just going to make it about there. Then we're going to go back. We're going to add some social media icons because we want to have people be able to find us online. So we're going to enable the menu for social. And what we are going to do is we're going to add our links to our Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever you have. So I'm just going to add mine in here. These links can all be copied from the page where your profiles are. Just copy and paste them. And as we can see, all of our links up here are now displayed. So we can go ahead and click on each of those links and they're going to send us to the social media profiles that we want. Okay, so that's going to be that. And let's see if we can change this a little bit, make them a little bit bigger like that. We want to open a new window. Link style, let's see, colored. Oh, okay, cool. So we can change the way they look. Maybe you like that. We want to change the font size a little bit, make them a little bit smaller like that. There we go. And that's done there. So what we're going to do is just hit save and publish. But now there's an issue because we can't see our menus. So we're going to have to go back and change the color of these menus. Where was that again? Menu, here we go. So we're going to change the link color. So maybe we're going to make the link color, maybe we need to make it blue. It's a little dark. We're going to make our text just a little bit bigger. We'll go and change that here in just a second. Let's see. Perfect. Or we could even center a menu as well, as you can see here. We could put on the left, whatever you prefer. We're going to keep it over here for now. We're going to come back. And that's pretty much good. That's looking pretty good to me. So we've got all of our social media icons here. We've got our menus and everything. So now we are going to go and edit some different things. We want to save that. Just like that. Now, for the front page, what you're able to do in the static front page is you're able to show a static page, so you can create content and put content on the front page that I have here, or you can display your latest posts, and this will be linked to your blog. So if you create a post for your blog, you can display your latest blog post on the home page. So that's completely up to you for that. Okay, widgets. Now widgets are simply a small little section where you're able to include different elements like a calendar, your categories for your blog. You can put in some email automation, images, pages, recent comments. There's so many different options that you can include, video even, and you can include those down the bottom. So we're going to make, let's see, so we want to make a list of our pages on our site. We want to have that down the bottom. And we're going to call it site or navigation. All right, and then we are going to go back and we will have a look at what we've done here with our site. So let's go to jordankilgour.com. Let's see if it's looking the way that we want it to. So as you can see, we've got this big page here. What we're unable to do is scroll down, so we've got to fix something there with this header image. So let's go back over here and we're going to make some changes to the header section. So what we've noticed is there's no real scrolling ability with this homepage, so we're going to add some content into the homepage so then we can see what's going on. So when we have saved our file, we'll leave, Click Save and Publish. We're going to go back to the pages, and on the front page we're going to click Edit. Okay, so what we're going to do is just put some content on the home page here. You guys can type up a little intro. I just have a section that I've copied that I put together. We're just going to hit update. So all you have to do is type in the box here and then click update, and your site's going to update. And then we're going to have a look at exactly what we're looking at. And then make sure you select the visual, because this is where you'll actually edit text color, bold, the size of your text and everything like that, the alignment, inserting links, all of that good stuff. So make sure in the visual section when you're editing this text. So let's go ahead and see what our site looks like now, see if that content is showing up. And what we are seeing here is the bottom, but we're not seeing any content section. So we've got to have a look at what's going on with our site. Okay guys, so I figured out what's going on. The reason why I wanted to include this part in it, because this is part of the learning process. I'm being real with you guys. There's some difficult parts in this process, and I'm showing you exactly how to fix these problems. So the problem that we had is we weren't having a problem, we weren't having an idea of how to scroll. So what was going on was when I created the padding within the header that I was doing, it was covering up all the content that was there. And on the home page, it wasn't displaying the static page we created, which was this one. We want this page right here to display on the home page. But what it was saying in the settings is that it was set to show the latest posts, and we don't have any latest posts on there. So in order to change that element, all you have to do is go to Settings and go down to Reading. And on this, it's going to show you front page displays. It's set on your latest post, and that's not what we wanted to show. We want to show a static page, which is this one right here. We want our post page to be blog, because that's where we're going to post our content. And you can also change up blog pages, how many they show, how many items, everything like that. But we're able to figure out what was going on. So now that we've selected a static page, we're going to click Save Changes. We are going to jump back over to our website and click Refresh. And once we refresh, we're going to simply see the text that we just put into and the page that we wanted to have displayed on the home page. So let's say we want to go back over and continue to customize our theme. Okay, so we're able to get rid of that image. The image is still in the background here, but we've taken away the padding for now. What I'm going to show you how to do to fix this problem is install a slider, which you will be able to install on the home page so that it can be displayed underneath the title and navigation bar, but also before the actual page here. So we'll do that later. But what we need to do is just make sure we've got everything in place the way that we want it to here with the customizing options. What we're going to do is scroll down to blog. We're going to have a look here, and this is how our blogs are going to display. Now typically for a blog you want to have a right-hand page, so we're going to keep that there. We're going to have a grid style blog. I'm just going to use that. Let's navigate over to see what that looks like. We're going to add some posts to it here so that we can actually view what it's going to look like. Now before we go back over and customize, what we want to do is create some posts for our blog, because we're going to customize the blog page. So we currently have no posts. So I'm going to add a new post, and I'm just going to put in 3 posts that I have previously created, and we're going to use that for examples. So I've created a post for personal branding. Just going to make this really simple. And I'm just going to copy and paste the content that I currently have for this. I'm going to copy and paste this right here. Copy, jump over here, click paste. All right. So it's not going to display the images. You have to put them in individually, and I'm not going to go ahead and do that right now. But we're just going to cover up these blanks here, put everything kind of together. Okay, so once you've done that, we want to navigate over to the featured image section. The featured image is the image that will display for your post. So let me show you as an example. We're going to select set featured image. And then we're going to select this picture right here. We're going to use this. Or actually, for personal branding, we're going to use this one. We'll use the picture of the beach there for the next article. So you can use this, and then all we're going to do once we're done is click Publish. Now, if you want to put it in a category, you can create a category of posts. So let's say I want to put it in this category entrepreneurship that I created. You can create categories by simply going to Posts and then Categories. Go in there and you can make your own. So I'm going to put it in this category right here, or you can even just add a new category right here. Really simple. We're going to click Publish. All right, you've basically created your first post. So now what we can do is if we jump over here to our site and refresh the page, we're going to see our home page here. We're going to put in a slider, but if we navigate to blog, we're going to see our blog post that's right here. So as you can see, I can click continue reading right here. It's got my title, it's got the category, comments, who posted it, and if I want to go over and read it, I can click continue reading and I'll be able to read the entire post. Pretty cool, right? Okay, so now we want to add our other post so we can actually create some sort of design with it. So we're going to go up the top and click add new. And we're going to go and type in affiliate marketing as our next one. Going to copy and paste some content here. All right, we've pasted that right in. We're going to select entrepreneurship, set a featured image, and we're going to use this image for our featured image this time. Select, and simply click publish. Now, obviously, you guys will take time to write these blog posts, but I'm just showing you how to upload them and put them on your site. And then we're going to add one more, and that's going to be social media marketing. And we are going to copy my content that I created here. Just like that. Copy and paste. And it's right there. We're going to select entrepreneurship again, and we're going to set a new featured image. And we're going to upload a new file. So I'm going to grab one from my desktop. Okay, we're just going to use a picture of me again, just as an example. I'm going to set featured image and then click publish. And now we have successfully created 3 separate blog posts. So when we go over here and click refresh on our blog page, we now have 3 posts that we just created. So that's kind of cool, right? And then if we want to read the whole thing, we just click continue reading. So that's pretty cool. But now we have our blog posts up, we want to make some changes to this page, right? So we're going to go back over to where we posted, go to appearance and customize. All right, so we're going to jump in and edit the blog page and blog entries. So we are going to want to keep a right column for our blog page. Let's navigate to that. And we're going to select grid and see how that looks. Okay, like this. I kind of like that. That's kind of nice. Sizes, we can make them thumbnails if we want, make them a little bit smaller. Change the grid columns to 3. Let's see what that looks like. Alrighty, so I don't like that. We're going to change it back to medium. It's too bunched up here, I think. So hopefully the medium image sizes will fit just right. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. So now we have a column here, but we have nothing in the column. So we are going to change, see, we could just get rid of the column, but if we want people to be able to navigate to different posts throughout or different places in our website, we want to have that there. So we're going to see, we could do something like this, but we are going to keep it so it has a column. And this is going to be the order at which it's showing this content right here. So maybe we do just want to have 2 columns, because then the images fit better. And if we build more posts out, it's going to look nice anyway. Now the excerpt length is going to be how much text is showing. So if we want to show a little bit more, we can. And it's going to show in the... So it's going to show in the text here, as you can see. Kind of drags it out. So we want to keep it kind of lower anyway. Right there, 25 words. But yeah, that's basically editing that. So now that we have this sidebar made, we've got to add some widgets to it, because the widgets are the things that you can add where you can connect and create links to other places in your site. So we're going to save that and jump back. And this is going to be the settings for a single post. So when someone clicks on continue reading, they're going to go to a page like this, and you can also edit the way that these are set up as well, as you can see here. All right, so we're going to jump to widgets, and the sidebar, which is what we're talking about, there's nothing here, so we've got to add something. So let's say we want to add, we definitely want to add a list of categories. Title, we're going to call it posts. Let's see what comes up there. So as you can see, the title here is posts, and then we've got the links to each category. So you have the category links right there. And say let's add another widget. Maybe we want a, if you install like a email autoresponder, you can click that, add this widget, and say newsletter or sign up. You can create a form for that. So let's see what we can add here. Let's add an image. And maybe it's a picture from our Instagram, or maybe it's just our logo. You can really add whatever you want in here. I'm just showing you guys what you can do with the sidebar. So you customize it just the way you want it. So this looks a little too big. So what I'm going to have to do is go resize that outside of WordPress, because it's just a little too big. I don't like that. What else can we add here? Maybe some recent comments. So if you've got some comments for your site, you can add that there. But since we don't have any right now, let's get rid of that. Okay, so let's add a search bar so people can search your site. If you have a business site, obviously this may not be completely relevant or helpful for you, but this shouldn't be displayed there because we've got rid of that widget. All right, so we could even add a video. We can add some text there on the sidebar, put in something that we want. We can link our pages there, so we can put our other connecting pages right here so people can navigate really easily. So let's keep those there. I think that looks good. We can add an image we'd like, a calendar. There's so many different things you can add, but let's just go save and publish. And we're going to have a look at now what our new blog page looks like. There we go. So now we have a title of our blog. We've got our posts here like this. And then our navigation, we have the posts. We can click on this. It would link to all the posts that have the category entrepreneurship. We can search the site and have all of our pages connected right here. Okay, so the next thing that we'll want to do to our site is we want to change some things up. We're going to edit this top bar here, or this header, main menu. So let's see if we can edit the size of the main menu like that. So I want it a little bit bigger, maybe like that. Looks good. But you can edit all of these different headings here, and body text, if you want to make it bigger, you can obviously change the size of this. The cool thing is you can see it live, so that is nice. But the page title, you can change that if you want to. The heading of this title. So what we're going to do is we're just going to change this up just a little bit. We're going to change the text color, this blog, to that, and then make this a little bit darker, a darker gray, maybe, like that. We're going to do a centered, and we're going to get rid of breadcrumbs, because those are the breadcrumbs are just that other extra text in. So we can change the content width here of our content. Get about there. Bring this down a little bit. The sidebar width, we can change that, how big we want the sidebar, but I think it's good where it's at. All right, so things are looking good on our site. We've made all the edits that we have so far. It's looking pretty good. Obviously, you can continue to tweak it and change it. I don't want to make this video too long, but I just wanted to give you a real experience of what it's like to edit a site for some of the newbies out there, because there is a lot to it and there's lots of things that you have to understand. So I hope that this was helpful so far. But the last element we're going to add to this is a nice header image to make this page look a lot better. So let's jump over there, hit save and publish from what we've done, and we're going to add in a plugin that we can add a slider to the home page. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go in and get a plugin so that we can create a slider for our background, because I have a little bit of issues with the theme. So we're going to go and add new, and then what you're going to search is layer slider WP. So once you get that, it's not going to show up in my suggestions because I already have it, but type in this, download it and install it, and then we're going to jump back to install plugins. Once it is installed, scroll down and hit activate right here, just like it has on some of these other plugins. Just hit activate and it should go live. If you have downloaded it straight from where I was just showing you, there'll be a button you can click activate, hit that, and then we're going to go and create a slider for our home page. So navigate on the left hand side over here, move myself out of the way, to layer slider WP. All right, and then all we're going to do is just create a new slider. So what this does, the layer slider WP allows you to create a hero styled background for your website. So we're just going to make one and then we're going to put it on our site. So we're just going to call it the homepage slider, like that. And then we're just going to add a simple picture with some text and a link. So we're going to use a responsive, and we're going to set the max width to 2000. And let's see here. All right, that looks good. And then what we're going to do is we're in slider settings right now. We're going to come over to slides. These are all the different settings that you can change. So you can have a look at these and change the things that you want. But that's really all the change you need to make for now. And now what we're going to do is create our first slide. So here is the navigation. It may be a little bit confusing to you at first, but just play around with it a little bit. You'll be able to figure it out. But I'm going to show you exactly how to make a slider homepage. So what we're going to do here is, this is kind of the layers section where you can add different text, images, video, audio, anything you want here. HTML if you're into code and you know code, but you don't need to know code at all. So what we're going to do is this image here, we're just going to select image and we're going to upload a picture. For this example, I'm going to use, let's see, I'm going to use this one right here. And we're going to hit insert. So this is what it's going to look like here. Now obviously it's not exactly how we want it, so we've got to go make some changes. We're going to go to styles where you can edit some of the things here, and we're going to change the width to, let's see, 1500, 1300. There we go, like that. And you may not have to do that with your image. Like I said, if you're using pexels.com, you come over here and get a picture, upload it. But you can change the sizing of it right here. And all we're gonna do is, everything looks good, okay. Right, so we've got our background picture. Now what we have to do is add some text. So what we're gonna do over here is click Add New, and we're gonna add a text here. And I'm gonna put, my name is Jordan Kilgour. All right, so we've got the text here. We're gonna make this a heading 1 tag, and come back to styles. We're gonna drag this down to the middle, around about there. We're gonna change the color to more of a white, and let's change the font size to 48. Let's make it like 55. Put like right here, like that. All right, so we've got all that set. You can mess around with a lot of these fonts and styles. You can change a lot of things here. Let's change the font weight. Let's make it bold, like that. Perfect. I'll actually decrease the size a little bit. We're just going to make it 50. Yeah, that's better. Okay. All right, so now we want to add another text layer, and we're going to put everything about online or personal branding and online business. All right, so we got that there. We're going to want to keep it a paragraph text, and come over here, change the font size. We're going to do about 24. Color, we're going to pick a nice blue, this blue right here. We're going to keep regular font weight and drag this down here. It's a little bit big, so let's put it down to 20. Yeah, that's better. All right, just like that. And then we want to add a text that has a link. So we want to have a link to where I'm going to put start here, and then we're going to link it to my blog. So we're going to add another text layer right here, and we're going to click start here with 2 arrows like that, and come back over to styles. Change the font size. Let's make it 24. Want the color to be white, and let's pull that over here and see what that looks like. About there. Now if you wanted to add a link to it, we come over to link and attributes, and we want to take the URL from the blog page so that when we click this link, it goes to this page. So we're going to go over to here, our blog, and we're going to copy and paste this URL at the top and put it into here. All right. So now we've got a basic header done. We're going to use this as a slider, and we're going to hit down here, if you guys can see, save changes right here. So you can pause the video here, get this slider done if you'd like. Make it the way you want. I know it takes a little bit longer than just throwing things up like I just did, but go ahead and do that. And then all you're going to do once you've completed it is down here you can see use shortcode. The shortcode down here, what you want to do is copy and paste this, because this is the HTML that will link with this plugin to display your slider. So we're just going to highlight that, click Command C or Control C. We're going to go over to, make sure you click Save Changes before you leave. We're going to come over to Pages. We're going to edit our home page. All we're going to do is just put it at the very top before our text. So we're going to put it right here. Okay, so that's going to be there. Okay, so there we go. We've put that in there, and then I'm just going to make a simple heading right here. We're going to change it to a heading 1 and type in, do you want to create a business around what you are passionate about. And I think we're going to make it a little bit smaller. Make it maybe a heading 2. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Because we're going to get rid of this heading because it doesn't look as very nice on our page. And I'm going to show you how to do that in just a moment. So we're going to click Update. Let's go ahead and have a look at our page. There we go. Nice. I like it. So now we've got this slider here. This is ugly, so we're going to get rid of this completely. We're going to change this background because this was our old picture that was there. But now it's starting to come together a little bit. We've got our heading here with some simple text on our homepage. And obviously you can customize this any way you want to for your business. So we're going to jump back over here and we're going to go back to Appearance and Customize. Okay, so now we're here. We've got to get rid of this. This is kind of ugly. So we're going to navigate to Page Title. So it's saying that we're going to show on all devices. We want to hide on tablet and mobile, and we're going to hit the style to hidden, so it's not going to show. So now we've gotten rid of that ugly top bit. So that's looking a little better, but now we've got to change this background. So let's navigate to our header and our header media. We want to get rid of that, hide image. That's going to go away. Perfect. And that's looking a lot better. I like that. That's looking a lot better. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to change the font color of our body a little bit. So we just navigated to that through typography, body, and then scroll down. We're going to change the font color to black. I want that to be showing up nicely. And then we can go back, and I think we're pretty much done here on the home page. This is kind of looking a lot better. So we're going to hit Save and Publish like that. And then we're going to go over and refresh this page. All right, it looks a little bit better. So now we have our home page here. We've got a header up the top with all their contact information, our social media icons, a search bar, and let's see if this link works. We put it in. Perfect, brings us straight to our blog. So this has just been a really basic tutorial. We have to add the contact information too, but all you have to do is put it in via the Pages navigation. So you can come to Pages again, and you'll have a contact page like this one right here. And which one was it? It was Contact Me. So we can just edit this. And all you have to do is put in information here and then save it and update it, and it will populate this field right here. All right, so we're just gonna make a quick contact page. So you just go to your section of your pages and you'll have your Contact Us or Contact Me. You wanna click Edit, come in here. I want to get rid of this. And then all you have to do is put in your information here. Thank you for reaching out to us. We will be in. We would love to talk to you about your questions and inquiries. Please call or email us at 5 like that, and simple. Update. And once that is done, come back over to here. We're going to refresh and we're going to see the updated information right here. So this has been a really basic tutorial. I just wanted to show you the basic mechanics of WordPress and how it works. I haven't made this a really detailed tutorial on lots of things because it would take way too much time. But if you'd like to see more of this, then please leave a comment below or a question about what you'd like to see in a next WordPress tutorial or something related to this that maybe I didn't cover correctly in this tutorial. Now obviously it's not going to be perfect, not going to fit exactly into what you're doing, but I hope that this was helpful for you, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much guys for watching. I appreciate you watching this to the end. Now if you have any questions, any concerns at all, please leave them below in the comments. I'd be more than happy to get back to you. I know building a website isn't always the easiest task, but hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you're looking for more tutorials on how to do similar things with WordPress, building your affiliate marketing business online, creating content, posting on your blog, then please let me know what you'd like to see next. I am looking to create an affiliate marketing business online with the website that I have created, and I hope that you can follow my journey with me. So please subscribe, hit the like button if this video helped you, and I will see you in the next video.
It's not a